First of all, look how many reactions I gotta do. Let's start there. Second of all, I only have 1 hour. So I can only do 2. This and the Ville video. So, I'm screwed. Third, y'all want to see some ghetto shit? Not for real. Y'all want to see some ghetto shit? Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Y'all ever drank tea out of a protein cup? It's a little chalky. Ugh. I'm gonna drink it though. Oh, right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single City Reactions, only on the Flex Mind Network. I'm the original anomaly. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, delete it, drop again, bro. Delete it, drop again. You know I'm here for it now. Come on, shout out to all the villains. Shout out to all the purple demon emojis out there. Yes, sir. What are you talking about, bro? Hey, me too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me too. What can I say, bro? It's just childish. It's just childish behavior. And it's getting boring. It's getting weird. It's getting annoying. You know? But listen. I want to just get straight into this video because I'm short on time, alright? So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. And with that being said, let's get into this mug, alright? Let go. Yo, what is going on, Deleted? What made you think like this? Talk to me, bro.
I'm exhausted, man. Like, Drake's been moving so goofy lately, it's almost like he's in competition with himself. Just to see how much worse he can make things. I'm really getting sick of Drake.
I'm dead.
I'm tired of making these videos.
Nah, that's kind of sus, bro.
The views, and I'm loving it right now. It's like a hate or love relationship because every time I do a Drake video, I get hella views, hella subs. So, I mean, it's a win-win. But I hate doing it. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting kind of dry and boring. It's the same old, same old. Just
real talk.
The cringe, the insecurity, and the manipulation can't get any deeper. Here comes Drake with another chapter of nonsense that makes you wonder how someone at his level of success could still fumble the bag this hard. This time, LeBron James' name is being dragged into some foolishness. Djakademiks is still gurgling Drake's meat.
I'm dead.
And a
Gurgling?
by the name of Chris Griffin
or gargling?
Exposing DMs because he was about to get his cheeks snatched. Like, really, you heard that correctly. His cheeks were about to get clapped. It's insane.
I didn't even. I don't think any man out there saw it like that. No, hold on. Let's keep it a buck. I don't think any reactor, anybody that was covering this ever thought of it like that. The man leaked DMs because he feared of getting his cheeks clapped. Bro, that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
An insane story. And somehow Drake manages to be the dumbest in every part of this story.
I'm
you
dead.
Think a man with decades in the game.
I don't even like this photo, bro. I hate this photo.
Nah, he's out here proving us wrong over and over again. It's literally Drake's mission to outdo himself at this point. I mean, what is Chubbs doing?
A lie?
What is he doing for real?
Take his phone away.
He gotta be just as corny as this, because how you gonna let your homie crash out like this?
Look around you. Look at this. We created this.
Hey, we are really about to hit 60,000.
Hey, first of all, you already did it, my boy. Shout out to Deleted for hitting 60,000 subs. And make sure y'all keep subbing. Alright, I don't care. Make an account and sub, bro. Sub to his shit, bro. Real talk. Deleted is the greatest out there, bro. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Deleted. Shout out to KB Goes Live. You know, shout out to the Ville. Those are my favorites right now. Those are absolutely my favorites right now. You can even throw Luesta in there because I have some Luesta videos coming up. It's just long form, bro. It's just long form videos. That's it. Damn.
Subs, and we're only in the second week of 2025. It seems like we headed to 100K faster than I thought. But that being said, what are you doing if you haven't subscribed? Why are you still?
We're gonna get this nigga to 1,000. Wow, sorry, 100,000. Jesus.
To the villain side, because we have fun here. We be trolling. We talk big shit. We just have a good time. It's fun. Hey, I got new merch. I got the Deleted merch. We got the official Be My Victim merch. It is up and live. And then we even got some beanies. What you mean? So you guys can get all cozy.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's crazy.
So it starts with Chris Griffith DMing Drake asking for help in a crazy situation. So Chris is a stylist and isn't just some random stylist either. He's not just some random sliding into Drake's DMs for clout. Back in 2017, Chris worked with Drake and OVO on designing merch and boxing gear for Javante Tank Davis.
That's weird shit right there.
There's literal photo evidence of Chris standing next to Drake holding the custom boxing shorts he designed. This wasn't just a casual, hey, I met him once type of thing. They worked together directly. Chris reached out to Drake during his legal battle with NFL star Stephon Diggs. Chris alleged that Diggs made inappropriate advances towards him during a past collaboration. When Chris declined, Diggs allegedly sent people to attack him, and Chris survived what he described as a hit attempt.
Damn.
This is wild, bro. This is crazy.
Damn.
He really tried to press bruh so he can clap them cheeks. Allegedly. My bad. I keep painting a vivid picture. I'm pretty sure you guys are cringing right now. Chris was seeking support from people with platforms, and since he had history with Drake, he figured Drake could amplify his story. Chris DM'd Drake asking for a simple favor, to post a video that would bring attention to his legal situation. Chris believed their past work relationship and friendship made this a fair request. However, instead of offering support or even politely declining, Drake hit Chris with a condescending dismissal, citing a code about not exposing people. This response didn't sit well with Chris, especially since Drake has publicly filed lawsuits against UMG.
Facts.
Chris felt betrayed and decided to expose their DM exchange. Chris's decision to expose the DMs wasn't just about the Diggs situation. It was also about revealing Drake's hypocrisy and lack of loyalty. Chris had considered Drake a trusted ally in the industry due to their past collaborations, but Drake's refusal to even consider helping, paired with his dismissive attitude, pushed Chris to air out their whole conversation. Chris later stated that this was a lesson in being careful when working with idols, as they might not be who they seem. Alright, so after the DMs leak, everyone is furious because of how Drake slided LeBron James, stating that he cheats on his wife. Drake doing what Drake does best, being messy and airing out business to where now it's ruining LeBron's squeaky clean image. And here is where Akademiks meat warmers come in. Yeah, I said it, meat warmers. Doing what he does best, damage control. I was gonna say something sus, but I'm trying to not be that mean. Nah, he's gurgling his dick.
Yo, I'm drinking tea, brother.
DJ Akademiks decided to defend Drake, claiming the DM was fake. His source? Well, Drake himself. Like Ak, you didn't even fact check. You just took Drake's word for it, and you wonder why your credibility stays on thin ice. So now, of course, Chris claps back. Chris wasn't letting Ak or Drake off the hook. He dropped the full convo, proving the DM was 100% real.
Crazy.
Screen recording the entire thread. Now Akademiks is looking goofy, and Drake's cover-up attempt just backfired.
I was like, yo, is this real? Yeah, he said, no, I said, this is fake, right? And he was like, yeah, the dude's a crash out. You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of cloud chasing, losing his mind. And he's doctoring shit up for the internet. Because he's trying to get on the pages like
this guy's a fool. I hate this nigga, bro.
Cool. Right?
It's like they try to fix a sinking ship by drilling more holes. Just dumb as hell. LeBron's name got dragged for no reason.
Fact.
He got his name thrown into some shit like an innocent bystander in the street.
Fact.
Got smacked for no reason. Just because he was dancing and not like us. Drake wanted to make a point about labels and didn't appreciate Chris claiming he was already a snitch because of the UMG lawsuit. But instead of sounding deep, he just came off as an insecure man. LeBron's out here focusing on his wife and his kids and his legacy, and Drake's using him as a scapegoat. This ain't it, man. This is not it. This is not the way to do it, bruh. And Akademiks' defense of Drake wasn't just wrong, it was embarrassing. I mean, are you surprised? This man built his whole brand on being the plug, but lately he's out here looking like a broken outlet. That's a bar. Y'all can use that. Deleted sent you. The plug with a broken outlet. If you're gonna back Drake, at least make sure
start your rap career, nigga.
Fumbling the bag in 4K, because we vividly see you, bruh. We see you. All your claims about Drake are now questionable and lack credibility. We always had a feeling though, but now you've basically confirmed it. Every claim
not basically, you did.
Lamar is now exposed as false because you were so quick to lie for Drake without even confirming the facts. We already suspected this, but you just validated it.
Chris!
Yo.
It's a big act in the building, man.
That's
How
weird.
What's up, Sly? How you feel?
doing good. Okay. So
Don't listen, Holmes. Don't let them lie to you like that. You a credible source. You the heartbeat to the industry. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Your whole brand is built on credibility. You
right.
gotta tell the truth. You gotta deliver the truth. So when Holmes get in a bind and he lean on you to deliver a lie, you put everything in skepticism. I'm an advocate for the boy the same way you an advocate for the boy, and long standing. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We got real history, me and Holmes.
Chris straight up told Akademiks, bruh, Drake is using you. And honestly, he's not wrong. Drake's out here treating people like pawns in his chess game. And niggas like Akademiks are too blinded by Drake's pelvis to see it. Sad him.
Yo, being blinded by a pelvis is insane work. Let's just start there. But I want to talk about this friggin' pig right here. I don't like his energy. I don't like his brand. I don't like his fan base. I don't like nothing to do with this person, bro. Let's start with this. Maybe not so much of Drake. A lot of people have their own opinions when it comes to him. But here's the thing. Some people out there say that Drake is the reason why the culture is so weak today. Let's start there. Now, it's a conversation I don't fully subscribe to yet, but I want to be there in the room for the debate because I feel like I might learn things from behind the scenes or learn things from analytics that might say this is why he kind of softened up the rap game or softened up hip-hop culture. Now, when it comes to this man, first of all, the whole reason why he's famous is simply because of the whole Chirac shit. The whole Warren Chirac shit. We know how it went. We know how he started. Excuse moi, sorry. We know how crazy he was talking at the time. And because he was talking so crazy with no context, mind you, this buffoon, this idiot, went on, continued to talk bullshit, and then made a career out of it. Next thing you know, he kept streaming and streaming and streaming. Then he went viral again off of hearing Drake off of the Travis Scott song. I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't listen to that song, but you know what I'm talking about. The whole not Meltdown, but the first one. Y'all already know. I forgot the name. It just escaped me. But I haven't listened to that song in a while. But my point is, went viral again off of that. Next thing you know, he authorized himself to just talking a whole lot of nonsense on things that he shouldn't even be addressing. But the problem is that people in the industry, people in culture accepted him. Because like, yo, they're like, oh, we see him doing a whole bunch of news on the internet. Gaining internet attention and gaining internet crowd. And everyone's like, yeah, cool. We can let him do what he do. Not realizing that the more y'all give this man power, the more you give this man access, is the more headstrong he's gonna get. You're building his ego when you do this kind of shit. You know? This is why he's at the stage where he's at. But now with everything that's going on, which has been happening from the start, this is what happens. This is what happens. This man jumped on the Drake wave. I feel like he's riding this nigga's wave. That's it. Bro, what was his top artist or what was his top songs for the wrap up? It was Kendrick. Talking about, oh, there must be a glitch in the system. No, there isn't, my buddy. You can't glitch that. You can't glitch repeat value, you fraud. You are a fraud. And I need more people to say that. And not enough people are saying you're a fraud. All them little boys and girls that you have following you and listening to you, you're screwing their minds up, bro. I don't like you. I don't like you. Out of Drake and Ak, I don't like this one the most. And Drake is right there. Respectfully, in reality, when it comes to Drake, it's tough love. Because if you claim, and if you watch my reactions, I'm always saying this. If you claim to be that guy, then move as such. You're supposed to represent this country that we live in, that I live in. And you're failing us, Doc. You're failing us. You're making us look weird. We look like bozos to everybody else. You know? This is why I don't subscribe to a lot of Toronto culture. I don't subscribe to a lot of it because it's weird. It's weirdo shit. First of all, let's make it clear right now when it comes to Toronto. None of these niggas run this city. Let's make it perfectly clear. Dog, they're just like, you know, like you have your high school bullies. Take that and just group them together and put them in a gang and put them on roads on King Street. Bro, y'all ain't running nothing, bro. Let's keep it a full stack. Just because you scam people don't mean y'all got power. It's money that got you the respect. Lose the money, what do you got? Nothing. So I don't want to hear none of that nonsense when it comes to these niggas, bro. Fraudulent behavior is getting ridiculous, man. I want Toronto to go back to how it was before. Because it was a lot better like that.
Pathetic. Now, let me keep it lit. I'm going to keep it lit. You know I like to, tell you how I feel about the situation. What Chris did by leaking those DMs is straight up bitch made. Dude didn't get his way, couldn't use his so-called friend to air out his dirty laundry. So he decided to pull the ultimate snake move and leak private convos. At the end of the day, that's foul. That's disloyal. And yeah, I'm gonna have to hold him accountable for that. Cause real talk, if I'm chopping it up with my homies, talking my shit, I'd expect them to keep that locked down. And if I'm in the wrong, they'll correct me privately. And it stays between us. Loyalty is non-negotiable. Leaking convos because you're in your feelings? Nah, that's weak as fuck, bro.
Yep.
Now let's be fair here. We gotta be real. Drake and LeBron are clearly at odds. They're at odds. So if Drake was venting to one of his friends, that's his business. Y'all really gonna sit here and try to act like y'all never talk shit about your op with your friend? But here's where Drake stays on some clownery shit. This dude keeps trusting the wrong people. My nigga, how many times do you have to give?
I don't think it's necessary that he's trusting the wrong people. I don't think he understands the power that he has and how blessing other individuals out there is detrimental out to you. You're blessing people that you don't even know. That's why there's a leak. Think about it when it comes to Family Matters and Meet the Grams. I don't think a lot of people realized at the time, and I realized this recently, but I don't think a lot of people realized at the time. You have a song called Family Matters, and you have another song, Meet the Grams. I hear a lot of reactors say that, but they didn't really dive too deep into it. So let's dive deep into it for a little bit. Family Matters, Meet the Grams. I've seen a lot of people saying the content in Family Matters and Meet the Grams is very low. It's very low. Like the whole Ozempic thing. And I think Ozempic was the main one that really stood out in terms of similarities. I'm definitely sure there's others in there, but the Ozempic thing really stood out. But I don't think a lot of people understand. Look at the format for Family Matters and Meet the Grams. And Meet the Grams can help you break down the formula too. So he started with dissing Adonis, then went on to the mother and the father after, then Drake, right? Flip it and put it to Kendrick now. He dissed the kid first, and then mentioned how Kendrick was beating the wife. From the kid to the beating his girl, fiance, whatever, right? From the kid to the fiance, and then that's for Meet the Grams. For Family Matters, you have the kid, the mother and the father. For Meet the Grams, the first one was for Family Matters. The formula and the context is the same. I don't think people are realizing this. It's not necessarily the content. It's the song itself. Similar format, similar title. You have a song called Family Matters. And he puts out a song 15 to 20 minutes later called Meet the Grams. You have a mole in your camp. He got a hold of the script. It's not even bars, it's a script. And the man ignored. Imagine this. This is how you know he was lying. Imagine this. You have the whole script to the song, and you see the content in the script, and you literally choose not to speak to it because you know it's not true. And then you see how everything stacked up after, with Whitney appearing in the video first, and then Whitney with the kids at the pop out in their own section beside Top Dog. Bro, come on, man. You got label protection? Yo, baby food. And you see how, the family's good? Everyone's worrying about how they're not married yet. Don't worry about that, bro. Don't worry about that's not your business. There might be some information to that as to why they didn't do it yet, but that's not our business to step into. You know? I just want to put that out there to make it clear. That's it.
Burn to realize not everyone you break bread with is loyal. You can't just talk shit in a DM, Drake. You can't. You're Drake. You can't just talk shit in a DM and not have the slightest idea that every fake homie is plotting their next move to expose you. Again, let's keep it lit. Drake had every right to stay out of Chris's drama. It had nothing to do with him. And the man's already juggling enough plates that are about to crash at any moment. Honestly, they already crashed. No one looks at Drake the same. They don't. No one fucks with Drake like that. So why would Drake dive into someone else's chaos when his own reputation is hanging by a thread? Chris leaking those DMs just shows Drake was smart to stay out of it in the first place. Because honestly, Chris's mess wasn't worth the added stress. However, Drake not keeping his game tight and still moving like an egotistical nerd ended up landing him in more trouble after all. I mean, karma could be a bitch sometimes. A big bitch with a wide back. And Chris is reaching for real. I'm going to say this again. Chris is reaching. Trying to compare actual dudes who packed you out to Drake's corporate lawsuit, that's a wild reach. You weren't making a point. You were just trying to get under Drake's skin. Those two things don't even live in the same universe. And on top of that, you're asking this man to straight up incriminate people on your behalf over a situation that has nothing to do with him. Like, how does that even make sense to anybody? That's crazy shit. You're dragging someone into mess they didn't sign up for. And you're expecting them to take the fall or catch the heat for your problems? That's out of pocket. And one more nod for the Drake lasers, because after this, I'm gonna light his ass up too, because he's a dumbass. I felt like I had to say pause because I said light his ass up. I'm trying to remain unbiased and look at it through different lenses. But I have to admit, that LeBron bar could honestly just have been an example, a brand-to-brand comparison. Or, if we're keeping it real, maybe Chris knows about the cheating because he was there. That's his friend group, hanging with them while it all went down. The way Drake worded it, it's like he was just casually talking, assuming Chris already knew the vibes. Here's how I see it. Either Drake was throwing out a hypothetical, or he was making convo with someone he felt was already in the loop. Point blank, I don't think Drake ever intended for the world to see that message. He probably thought he was venting to someone who wouldn't spill shit. But clearly he miscalculated because he's a nerd. He does nerd ass shit. Whatever though, they both some punk ass marks. First off, Drake, you need to stop gossiping about LeBron. Just because you're in your feelings, bringing up LeBron's wife is weird as hell, man. Especially with Drake's creepy obsession with other people's wives. Go get a hobby, man. Or go get your own wife. You the only nigga I ever heard of having 42 engagement rings bought for 42 different women, and you made a necklace out of it to remind you of them. Who the fuck ever wanted to marry 42 different people? Who considered that? Who has ever considered 42? That's crazy. And you actually bought the ring, so you were serious. And whatever changed your mind, you kept it as a trophy. That's fucking strange. That's fucking weird. It's weird. Chris is just as much of a clown for leaking these DMs. It doesn't help the world, doesn't bring any value, just serves his own petty entertainment and his own ego. The only people getting hurt in this mess are Savannah, Bronny, Bryce, and Zuri. This ain't hurting Drake. It's just another joke added to his name. And it's not hurting Akademiks either. His credibility been in the trash for years. Drake and Ak have been taking L's left and right. This DM is like a scratch on a car that's already totaled. It's not making a difference. But Chris, you're out here exposing private combos and dragging a man's family into the dirt. All because Drake didn't help you snitch online. That's some weak ass energy. And honestly, Chris isn't catching nearly enough backlash for this mess. He deserves all the smoke for that lame ass move. Chris is just as ruthless and unconcerned about anyone else's pain, willing to exploit it for his own benefit. Sounds like another Drake to me. Makes sense because they were a part of the same friend group.
Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go in two-mans, okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host. And basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. Yes, if I'm Drake, I snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No.
Now here goes Akademiks, yelling and screaming, making everything worse for both Drake and LeBron. He's making it worse for Drake because he's essentially being labeled as a sex criminal, dragging his name into deeper controversy. And LeBron James because he's stirring the pot.
I was waiting for somebody to say that. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Cause I'm literally, it just sounds like some Diddy shit, and it doesn't look good because now they can. Let me take that back. I was going to say, let's make it clear. I was going to say they can look into Drake to find similarities and examples, and put it towards Diddy's case, but that's too far fetched. It's way too far fetched, but. It's definitely some Diddy shit. And here's the thing now. This happens everywhere. Let's make this clear. This happens everywhere. The only problem and the only reason why this is only getting light is because of the faces in front of it. Every face that's in front of this kind of nonsense only makes it worse, because the thing about these situations and how people call girls and they call them over and just like, oh, come to the party, you know your role, you know your task, choose who you want, enjoy yourself, right? Like, it's this happens everywhere. This happens in Toronto too. It happens in Toronto too. It's only because these faces are too famous. They're too famous. That's the problem. That's why this is getting light. That's why this has been all over the news, because the faces that do this kind of behavior or go through this kind of nonsense are too famous. The reason why this has been happening and no one's really been talking about it is because clearly there's a system set. Also, the people running it and doing it are low-key. They might be famous in their city, but they're not famous enough to be on the news, or they're not famous enough to be on global wide television. Think about it. The Diddy case made it to BBC News, bruh. That's international news. BBC News? Come on, man. But no, let's make it clear. This happens everywhere. Everywhere.
Spreading rumors about possible infidelities, putting his marriage and character on the line in the process. Akademiks should be ashamed of himself. Tearing down his own credibility as a man just to defend Drake is not only sick, but downright weird. Sacrificing any remaining respect he has for clout and gossip shows a lack of maturity and self-awareness. It's embarrassing for someone in his position to act so recklessly. Dak is for real scum of the earth, and whoever backs this type of behavior, it just reveals who you are. Can't believe he's this upset because LeBron supported Kendrick. Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings, bro. That's weird. LeBron doesn't have loyalty to his own damn teammates. When he's team switching all these years for a championship, why the fuck would you think he's loyal to you? If you're not a part of his actual family or his day one friend group, you guys are weird. I also see people saying there's a possibility that Akademiks is sabotaging Drake on purpose and posing as a super fan, and I disagree on that. That is not what's going on. From Akademiks' sleazeball track record, from the wars in Chirac, to his obsession and man crush he had on 6ix9ine, this is just Akademiks being Akademiks. He's just a glazer. He's a meat warmer. Don't give him that much credit.
Let's make it clear, and I want to make this clear for everybody out there. Akademiks is only doing the same thing that reactors do. Reactors that are reactors that are dedicated to certain artists, that have love and appreciation for a certain artist. Akademiks is only doing the same thing, just on a wider scale. Because think about it. He built his platform first with Twitch, yes. But then as he goes to Kick and all these other platforms where he can speak more freely, it gets heightened. You know what I'm saying? It gets worse and worse. Over the years, it's only been getting worse and worse. But the thing is that for reactors on YouTube, we have to follow the guidelines and everything like that, right? And like when we conversate and when we talk, you know, like you got to be a little bit more mindful of what you say. Akademiks is a fan of Drake, but at the same time, he has the details knowledge and resources to be on a similar level as Drake in the sense of popularity, strictly popularity in that sense, not no fame, money, or anything like that. Strictly popularity. I understand Drake is up here, but for him to know Drake, call him, FaceTime and all that jazz, it puts him in an area where you can say, you know what, in this area where Drake is, Akademiks is right here, as an example. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of impressive at the same time, but it's gotten to the point where it's now annoying. It's simply just annoying. And we're tired of it, you know? But they want to be in the news so bad. They want that clout so bad. They want that respect so bad. And my question is, why? Why? I don't know. It's just a lot. I'm new here on YouTube. I am a reactor. Like, I'm just new, but this is ridiculous. That's all I need to say. It's just ridiculous.
He's not calculated like that, and he's always been like this about everything he believes in. But yeah, the whole situation is crazy, but I will say this, and you know I'm not the one to talk about rumors if there's no facts to it, so I'm not saying this is facts, but it's been a long time where there was a rumor going around that LeBron James had a secret family in Miami, and that's why he moved from Miami. And Savannah knew about it, and she was okay with it. There's even posts on Reddit that still speaks on this. Here's a screenshot, for instance. It says, a certain Laker be telling all of LeBron James' business. He said in the middle of a conversation of people, y'all know LeBron has another family. My mouth dropped. That Laker team got secrets on one another. When Russell said it's deeper than basketball, he wasn't lying. They claim his wife knows, but won't be leaving. Money too long. This Laker who be spilling LeBron's tea has been exposed before. He paid me $60,000 to hush up about it. I signed the NDA. I'll honor that, but his time is coming. He messed over someone who controlled his IG page for him. Now, I've heard that rumor. I've been hearing this rumor for years. I heard this rumor, I want to say, for at least, since what, 2016, 2017? I heard that LeBron had a secret family. It went under the radar because, no one proved it. And I'm almost certain they're going to try to bring this all back up. That's what it seems like they're trying to paint right now. They're trying to paint an image so they can hit him with a bam, I told you so. And regardless, that shouldn't change anyone's perception on LeBron James, what he did when he was younger. As long as Savannah's okay with it and was able to put that aside and raise their family and grow past this, everybody needs to do the same thing. I only bring it up here because it's already been a rumor. If you didn't know about it, then you didn't know about it. But this was a rumor going around a long time, and then it just kind of died out of nowhere. And honestly, Akademiks knows that, and I know what they're getting ready to do. I'm calling it out right now. They're stirring the pot right now, and they're cooking this information up, and they're going to serve you this big-ass plate of drama of, oh, he has another family. I know, I'm reading you, Akademiks. I know what you're about to do. So I'm throwing salt onto your game.
Deleted. We thank you for your service, King. We appreciate you. Wow. All I need to say for this video, and specifically for this video, please be mindful of who you choose to be your GOAT. Because you will embody that energy, you will embody that character, and you'll definitely embody the look. But you're gonna embody at the same time the negative side, the ego, his airhead, like his actions. You're gonna embody that too. You gotta be very mindful of who you choose to be your GOAT, because that decides everything for you. I don't necessarily have a GOAT because I don't want to follow in the footsteps of a lot of these celebrities. I want to make that clear. I have appreciation for artists, but I will never label someone as a GOAT only because I am me. I want to make my own path, right? You can definitely say this is your GOAT and still make your own path, but you're going to embody the similarities within that character in yourself. And I don't necessarily want that because I like my character. You know what I'm saying? I like who I am. You know? I enjoy my character. I enjoy self. But I just want to put that out there because I see a lot of people that do say like, oh, this is my GOAT. And then I see how they move. I'm like, brother, you got to drop that GOAT, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, though. You drop that GOAT. But, yeah. I just want to put it out there, you know? Like, just make it clear. It's not a bad message at all, anything like that. But, you know, what can I say? We at the end of the reaction, bro. Y'all know what time it is. Listen, Single City Reactions for FlexiMind Network. Take care, be well, be safe, stay true, be you, live long, and long live. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but peace. Hey, I like this one. I enjoy this one. Shout out to Deleted, bro. Shout out to Deleted for real.